which is a distinct cell wall located outside the cell membrane, just like Mongolia, that
So,
provides a
Planta, are
structural
you
support.
telling me that you are a plant?
Easy
It's in the
planta.
name. Perhaps.
Easy
It makes
planta.
Moving
sense that.
on.
Hello and
Yep.
good day to you all. I am Clark Rodriguez, and this is the Biodex podcast brought to you by the team at Acadex.
Today, we will discuss different types of cells, specifically the different types of eukaryotic cells, specifically animal, plant, protists, and fungi cells. They either live as independent living organisms such as amoeba or serve up a purpose in aiding the bodily functions of a multicellular cellular organism such as animal cells.
To start our discussion, here are the organelles that are common to the cells that will be discussed today. We have the mitochondria, a powerhouse of the cell that produces energy, the nuclear membrane, which protects the nucleus, which contains the RNA, the nucleolus, which contains the DNA, the endoplasmic reticulum is a cell network responsible for moving and processing chemical compounds. The vesicle focuses on the delivery of the nutrients. The Golgi apparatus is a sac that collects and modifies chemical compounds. The vacuole stores water. The lysosome digests. The ribosome is the cytoprotein synthesis. Now, with all that jargon out of the way, let us discuss our first cell, the animal cell, which are key structural and functional components that make up the tissues and organs of animals. They're eukaryotic cells, which means that they have a lot of them. Animal cells, unlike prokaryotic cells, have membrane bound organelles that float in the cytoplasm and are surrounded by the plasma membrane. For the unique elements of an animal cell, did you guys know about the animal cell?
Yeah, bro. It's all
Yeah?
good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Just like our biology lesson.
I'm sure you remember. You have the centriole, the bundle of microtubes that organize chromosome movement.
Oh,
The endoplasmic reticulum. Oh, nice armpit.
Just
The
like this.
Oh, paintbrush?
No,
The
no, it's
brain
bundle.
brush.
The
The
centriole
brain
is a
what's
brush
the
bundle of
intricacy of the
microtubes.
microtubes
skull
that
skull?
organize chromosome movement. The endoplasmic reticulum for the animal cell is responsible for moving chemical compounds in the animal cell. Same thing with vesicles, it focuses on the delivery. The cell membrane protects the cell, like the Great Wall. The lysosome digests materials, and the ribosome is where, again, protein synthesis happens. As for important organisms or key organisms that have the animal cell, we have obviously animals. We have for one the monkey, or the to be specific, the rhesus macaque, a brown primate found around Asian areas, which is described to have an expressive face. A red kangaroo, to note, is the largest marsupial and has a unique pregnancy cycle.
It's spinning.
The jaguar is the third biggest cat in the world. Wow!
Huh. I remember a
Wow!
monkey.
Plant, I'm pretty sure you take this next segment, why don't ya?
Plant cells are classified as eukaryotic cells that vary in several fundamental factors from other eukaryotic organisms. Eukaryotic. It acts as a basic unit of life from the plant hay kingdom. Hehe, my name. Hehe. The cell contains a nucleus along with similar organelles, which is a distinct cell wall located outside the cell membrane, just like Mongolia, that
So,
provides a
Planta, are
structural
you
support.
telling me that you are a plant?
Easy
It's
plant.
in the
Easy
name.
plant.
Perhaps.
Easy
It
plant.
makes
Moving
sense
on.
that you're discussing the plant cell. Now
Moving
continue.
on. The organelles that are unique in the plant cell are as follows. The chromatin, a complex of DNA proteins, forms the chromosomes. Rough endoplasmic reticulum produce proteins for the rest of the cell to function. Cytoskeleton, growth and development of the plant cell, which I'm lacking on. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum, synthesis and storage of lipids, cholesterol, and phospholipids. Cell plasma membrane separates the interior of the cell from the outside environment, just like what we are right now. Cell wall surrounds the plasma membrane and provides protection. Funny. Adjacent cell wall. Some function of the cell
Fiction.
wall, but a second layer. So a second giant China wall. Okay.
Nice.
Plasmodemata. Small channels that directly connect the cytoplasm of neighboring plant cell. Central vacuole. Stores materials for plant growth. Peroxium. Eh, peroxium. Photo, photorespiration in conjunction with mitochondria and chloroplasts. The chloroplasts converts energy from the sun in, into energy through photosynthesis. With that, here are some organisms that contain plant cells. Conifers,
Planta.
conifers,
Are you
are
telling
Conif-
me Jesus
Conifires?
planta is not an
Conifers.
organism?
No.
subset
Why
of
can't Jesus plant be an
Yeah,
organism?
why can't Jesus plant be an organism? Tell us. Tell us.
Yeah,
perhaps.
Or
because.
perhaps you contain an animal cell, Mr. Human.
Ooh, damn.
No, no, no. Maybe,
No,
maybe
no, no.
he's
Why not
no.
both?
Maybe,
Why
Maybe
not
maybe
you're
he's
both?
just maybe
free?
he's just not a
So you
eukaryotic cell in the
so
first
you're
place.
Groot.
No, no, no. He's just not a eukaryotic cell, dude.
Give him
I
time to
am.
process.
I am all.
You are
Perhaps.
But planta, you need
He's
sunlight, but you're blocking
omnipotent.
your sunlight.
yeah, dude. Why you have a curtain, dude? You need to let that sunlight in.
Look, my curtain's open. You mean
You need the
Uh,
ATP.
No, 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 no,
you
no, no.
need to do all that.
armor
Like you
piercing,
need to
high
do all.
explosive school vision mission
No, no, no,
tracks?
no, no, no. You need all that. You need all that cell respiration, dude.
Cell
You need to
respiration.
I
synthesize.
need them liquids and sunlight.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. What
Patience,
you're
son.
dude? It's raining outside. Just
All right.
run, bro.
Without further ado, planta, tell me what actually contains a plant cell.
Your mom.
Oh,
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Nice. Nice. Nice. Nice.
All right,
Nice.
legitimately continue.
With that, here are some organisms that contain plant cells. Conifers or conifers and British
English.
tea
Yeah.
bag. Subset of gymnosperms that produce cone-bearing seed plants. Gumamela, drink. Jasmine species and a flowering shrub with little fragrant white flowers. Haha, something Jasper never has. Sampagita, an evergreen shrub with dark green glossy leaves and decot blooms that grow quickly, too quickly. Now, with further ado, let's now proceed to Limbo.
Yes.
Yes. What's the Guatemala?
Cocomelon?
Gumamel,
Why did you say it's a drink?
Gumamela,
Gigamelon? What's the Gigamelon?
Cocomelon?
What?
Please
the mint.
elaborate. Please elaborate the Gigamelon.
No, let's not.
How about
Follow.
you elaborate yourself?
It says from our sponsor today, we have from our sponsor for
Rage,
today's episode, the next chunk is
Rage
for the
Adolescents.
protist cell. You wish.
Why am I the sponsor?
No, no, no. We're being sponsored.
By the why?
Biodex
Yes,
is sponsoring us at Acadex. We're sponsoring ourselves. It says in this
Whoa.
sponsor segment, we have the protist cell.
Why am I?
Now,
Why am I the?
what is the protist cell?
Okay. So protist cells are cells that have both the characteristics of plant and animal cells. Whoa. These things have animal cells and Angelo. Whoa.
So this is
wow,
They
so this is
funny.
what so this is what we assumed Planta was. He said he had both.
yeah.
Oh,
He
So,
classifies as a
so he
protist.
should be
Yes.
Jesus Angelo Protist.
Yes.
I
They
see. You wish. Have to
You
censor that.
wish. They could sustain themselves
Weh?
either through feeding. Oh,
No,
can I
keep
speak,
it clean.
please? Can I
No,
Yes,
can't.
speak?
Jasper can speak. You have been given
You have no.
speak permission. Don't
Eh,
Speak. Yes, thank you.
speak
They could sustain
perms.
themselves either through feeding from other cells or through photosynthesis. Movement and are usually found in aquatic environments or as parasites in dead organisms. So, what do protist cells contain? They contain photoreceptors which respond to the light from their surroundings, flagellum which are long string things that enable independent movement. Oh my. Chloroplast which enables photosynthesis and the contractile vacuole which regulates the amount of liquid inside the cell. Yes. Now
yes.
we have the now we have the different representative species of protists. We have sea lettuce. Oh, you thought sea lettuce was a plant? Nah, 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 nah. It is a protist and an edible alga. And as the name implies, they
Okay.
are located. And as the name, sea. They're located in water. Whoa. Their primary source of energy is through absorbing nutrients in the water. Giant kelp.
Ah,
Same thing here. It looks like a plant, but no, 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 no. It's a protist. And it has no roots and uses nutrients from the water and also could do photosynthesis. They are one of the fastest growing organisms in the world, able to grow 60 centimeters in a day. Plantas in shambles. They are edible and
I'm
used in
taller
a
than
variety
60
of
centimeters.
no, no, no.
Excuse me.
They're able to grow 60
Wait,
centimeters a
let me
day
search
now.
it up. Search centimeters to feet. Give me a second.
It's
In a
like,
day,
60,
they grow
60. It's
they grow
1.9.
they grow
It's,
1.9 feet a day, planta. You can't achieve that. Even though you're a
you
protist,
look like I'm in water right now.
you wish you
you're
would.
the
This is
you're
real
the
life.
aqua you're the aqua man.
Yeah, dude. You're a
Alright,
protist,
wait, wait,
right?
wait, wait, wait. It looks like it seems our sponsor asked us to finally discuss amoeba and fungi.
Okay, lastly we have the amoeba, which are amorphous in shape. Basically, they have no definite shape, just like planta, and are single cell organisms that are
Yeah,
capable
my
of
hair.
movement and have a variety of species that are distinct from one another. Okay, now moving on to our one and only Marcy.
so for our final topic, we have fungi. So fungi are either single-celled or multicellular organisms with high sophistication. They are found in almost every environment, but I'll tell you where they are not found. Feet. Uh, Most thrive on land, usually in soil or plants. In comparison
Spoken
to
from
this,
experience,
in
huh?
comparison to those found in bodies of water. Now, so here are the organelles or the organs of the fungi, like what you see inside the cell. The vacuole. The vacuole it's in charge of ingestion, storage, digestion, excretion, and expulsion of excess water.
So it's a one and done
Uh,
organ.
Yeah,
What
I
if
wish we
humans had a
had one of
vacuole?
those. Yeah, bro.
Damn, that's really deep.
What do
It
you mean
would
I
cause
deep?
high for the black market.
Okay. Now, next we're going to the index reticulum. Reticulum is basically the index, as I said, the transport system
What about
of the
S-Lex?
fungi cell.
No one cares about S-Lex. Shut
Oh, oh
up.
my. Oh.
No one's from the south. Anyways,
Oh. Oh.
ignore that,
Okay.
please. So next we have the Golgi apparatus. It's like the Amazon sorting center. It sorts and processes the proteins. The lipid granule, it acts as storage. Septum, it is the internal wall and administers the division of the cell. So it's like the structure. And storage
The
granule,
border wall? No.
it stores the cell's energy. So it's like the Meralco, like the power grids. And so for the representative organisms for fungi, as I said, feet is not included here, but what's included here is multicellular filamentous molds. These are molds that are made up of very fine threads of hyphae. Hyphae grow at the tip and divide repeatedly along their length, creating long and branching chains. So it's like they're branching. And the next we have
Whoa.
mushrooms. Mushrooms form large fruiting bodies, sometimes referred as microscopic filamentous fungi, but it is part of the fungus we see above ground, which is also known as the fruiting body.
Is it
Uh,
most important question? Is it edible?
Oh yeah, that
uh,
dude.
I believe some mushrooms are edible because I eat mushrooms, but there are some mushrooms that are bad because I watch it in YouTube. I'm not completely sure because I'm not sure, bro. Anyways, the single microscopic yeasts are microscopic,
Yee.
single-celled organisms belonging to the fungi kingdom, the taxonomic group that also includes mushroom and mold. Okay, now that we have presented types of cells, we will now flip a coin to decide what happens next. Jasper?
We
That's
got
not it.
heads. We got heads.
We got tails. We got tails. We got tails. We
No,
ain't
no, no,
got
no.
nothing.
We got heads. We got
No, no,
heads.
no, 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 no,
Who do
no,
we
no.
follow?
Anyways, thanks to our sponsor Biodex for sponsoring the
Raid Shatter
Academics
Legends.
podcast.
So
This
wait,
is a
wait.
Biodex episode.
Acadex sponsors. Biodex sponsors Acadex.
Yes, we're sponsoring
No,
ourselves,
no, no,
but
no, no, not
No,
you know what we're
Acadex
not
really
the.
sponsors
sponsoring here?
Biodex.
We're sponsoring the
No,
education.
Acadex is
The
Yes.
education that people get from our resources at our website. Visit our website for more learning and not just about biology.
Yeah, we have
In, I mean,
What
in
you
math.
see
We
in
addition to
have
Shark's face right
biology,
now
physics.
is happiness, but inside it's just pain.
it's always
No,
been
no,
pain.
Planta. You can't just say that.
And
Can
there's
we
our
do
daily
restart?
and there's our daily yabe.